Good morning, y'all. Welcome to another vlog. I just got back from taking the dogs out for their walk this morning and it is drizzling outside, so my hair's still a little bit wet. It's a nice, lovely, cool, rainy spring day here today. My favorite kind of days. But before we do anything else, I desperately need some coffee. All right, so let's go see what flavor of Door County we're gonna get today. So far, we've had vanilla almond Kringle and s'mores, and s'mores was so good. It's my favorite one so far. And today, we are gonna try churro. Notes of cinnamon and sugar blended to perfection. Oh, I know I'm gonna love this because I love cinnamon coffee. So today I've got to take the dogs to the groomer here in a couple hours. They're getting their, they get groomed every 6 weeks to get their hair cut, and they're gonna look so adorable when they get done. Okay, well right off the bat, the churro smells very much like cinnamon sugar. I'm really excited to try this one. All right, pouring in the water. Brew now! And of course, while we wait for the coffee to brew, I'm gonna consult my magical almanac, which will always be linked in the description box below if you wanna check it out. So today is Thursday, April 25th, 2024. The day I'm recording this anyway. The color of the day is green, yay, probably my second favorite color after purple. Well, actually black is probably my favorite color, but I don't really consider it a color. It's kind of like the absence of color. I don't know, is that pretentious? Anyway, my favorite colors are purple, green, and black. The incense of the day is jasmine, which I definitely do have. The moon is still waning in Scorpio. This was an incredible Scorpio full moon, y'all. The energy has really affected me this full moon, I'll just say that. But the moon is entering Sagittarius tonight at 9:37 p.m. So we're moving out of the Scorpio energy. Jasmine is one of my favorite scents. I love all floral scents, but I don't know, jasmine is up there in probably my top 3. This incense comes from Gia's Traditions, my favorite Etsy shop for incense, which I will link to also in the description box if you want to check her out. I love her incenses. She has so many different kinds and they're very reasonably priced, and she does sales frequently too. Yeah, y'all, the Scorpio full moon energy, it really had an effect on me this month. I felt like being incredibly impulsive. I did manage to sort of control my impulses, which is much better than I used to be able to do. And I didn't do any of the things that I thought about doing, but I thought about them. That's all I'm gonna say about that. My impulse control has improved considerably since I started doing EMDR and like really taking my therapy and inner work and healing and stuff seriously. I've really been able to get a handle on my impulsivity, which was one of the things that caused so much destruction in my life. So I'm very proud of myself for that. I've actually made a lot of progress. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in the incense holder. I gotta take my tarot cards down from yesterday's reading. The camera's trying to focus on the smoke and it doesn't know what to do. There we go. But even though I do feel like I have a much better handle on my impulsivity, I did do one impulsive thing, and that is agree to go on a date with somebody. And I don't know if it was the full moon, I don't know if it was the person, I don't know if it was just, I don't know why. But we're gonna talk more about that in a minute because I hear that the coffee is ready. Okay, coffee is ready. I can still smell the cinnamon, that's a good thing. Pour in a little cream, give it a little stir. And now we taste. That's good. It almost reminds me of Starbucks Cinnamon Dolce, just a little less pronounced of the cinnamon flavor because I think they're trying to put a sugar flavor in there, which I don't even know how you do that without sugar. But that's good. If you like cinnamon coffee, you'll like churro. I think that's my favorite one so far. S'mores, you're number 2 now. All right, I am ready for the day. An outfit of the day is my favorite Disturbia t-shirt with the flowers on it. Green t-shirt because the color of the day today is green. And just some black leggings and dogs. I'm going super casual again today. I usually keep it pretty casual on the weekdays unless I'm doing something special. Makeup is just my regular smoky eye. Actually, I'm doing it the same way I did it yesterday with like the darker black on the outside, and I'm really loving the way this looks. And then I decided to use my new lip gloss that I got in my Ipsy bag. Even though it's a little sticky, I really like the color on me, and I put a little bit of the lip oil over it, so that made it less sticky. I don't know, I think it looks good. My hair is looking awesome today as well. Really happy with it. I was considering cutting it, but now I think I'm actually gonna let it get a little bit longer since it's gotten so much thicker on top. Anyway, now I've got to go get the dogs ready so I can get them over to the groomer. And yes, I know that you're waiting on the juicy part of this video, and it's coming as soon as I get back from the groomer. My groomer has a cat that my dogs just absolutely love to go and see. All right, I'm going to get their leashes, and I'm actually going to use their new leashes that I got with their new harnesses yesterday. Oh, Mortimer, you little ham. You want some belly rubs first. See his cute little new harness? I vlogged that yesterday. If you saw yesterday's vlog, that I got their new harnesses for them, and they came with matching leashes. So these leashes are just like the normal leashes, not like the retractable ones that I have. And I like to use these types of leashes when I take them places because they're just so much easier to handle. So we're gonna try these out today. They're not gonna know what to do. I don't think they've ever been on anything except for a retractable leash since they were puppies. Okay, who's first? Who wants to get leashed up first? You, Morty? Do you, Morty? Okay, let's see here. These are really nice leashes too. Now, Mortimer. He laid down for belly rubs. Come here, Morty. He doesn't know what this leash is. Okay, I got you. I got you leashed up, buddy. All right, Belle, come here. Come here, Belle. Come here, Belle. Let me get your leash up. She doesn't know what this is. Oh, Belly, you want belly rubs too. You want belly rubs too. Here, get up. Okay. She's like, what is going on? I don't understand these new leashes. Okay, y'all, I got them all ready to go. Hopefully you can see here, they're going all over the place. But we're gonna get them to the groomer now. They just don't know what to do on these leashes. Well, y'all, I made it here to the dog groomers, and my dogs are so excited to go in. They're in my lap. They're ready to get out and go in. So I'm going to take them in here to get their grooming. All right, I just got the dogs dropped off, and I have never seen dogs so excited to go to a groomer before, but they love going there because my groomer is so amazing. She doesn't like keep them in kennels. They have like a playroom that they get to stay in with the other friendly dogs and cats, and they love going to play with their little friends there. And she lets them outside to play, and they just take such good care of them there. I'm so happy that I found this groomer. My dogs are always so happy, and they always look so cute when I get them back. They do a great job of the grooming too. So yeah, they'll probably be done in about 4 or 5 hours, and I'll come back and pick them up, and I'll show you guys how cute they look. All right, I'm back from the groomer, and I know you guys are ready for me to talk about this. And I'm getting serious. You know I'm getting serious when I sit up against the couch. It is serious couch chat time. So yes, I am going on a date. And here's how it happened. So, you know that I go to Oaklawn like almost every weekend. It's just something that I like to do. It's a fun place. I feel comfortable going by myself. And so I met somebody who actually works there. And they work like the same shift that at the time that I always go there. So we just started kind of like talking over a couple of weeks, just like casually. We would just like run into each other and talk, and he like complimented my pentagram necklace, and I was like, oh wow. And then I noticed that he had like his nails painted black, so I was like, oh, I like your nails. And then we just started like casually talking and found out that we had a lot in common. He's also pagan like me, which is why he complimented my necklace, and we have a lot of similar tastes in music. He did eventually ask for my number, and then we started to like text a little bit, and then he asked me out. So I said yes. So I'm going to be going out with him this weekend. So now, to answer all the questions that I know you have, do I feel I'm ready for a relationship? No. I don't. I do not feel like I'm ready for a serious relationship at all. And I'm going to make that very clear. That this is going to be casual. And for the first time in my life, I actually fucking mean that. Like, I am at a point in my life where I'm doing so well on my own, and I'm not going to fuck that up by getting like overly attached to somebody or something like that. And this is just, I don't know if this is going to go anywhere. It's just going to be hanging out with somebody new, and we'll see. At the same time, like, I feel like I'm ready to go on a date. I don't know. I feel like I'm ready to go on a date with somebody that I have something in common with. And before you get your panties all in a wad, like, hey, Cindy, I thought you said you weren't going to date for a year or two. Well, yeah, I did say that. And at the time, I was in shock from what was going on in my life. And I thought that's how long it would take me to feel ready. But it's been 3 months, and I don't know, I want to go on a date. I don't know, I'm human. I'm allowed to change my mind, and I'm allowed to make decisions for myself in my own life, and this is the decision that I'm making. This will not be the same as previous relationships, and I don't even know if this is going to be a relationship or what. Like, this is just a date, okay? This is just a date. So it's going to be a good test for me to see how I'm doing emotionally, to see how I'm able to handle these kind of things. And I swear to God, if I feel any of those old BPD behaviors coming out, or if I feel like this is getting like too weird or overly attached or anything like that, I will end it. I'm not going through that again. I'm not doing that again. But this is kind of, I guess, like me dipping my toe in the water of dating and seeing if I'm ready to do it or not. I don't know if I am, honestly, but I'm gonna find out. Literally, I have been asked out by at least a dozen different guys, and I am not saying that to brag. I'm saying that to illustrate the point that I did not take this lightly. This wasn't just like some rando that asked me out and I said yes because I'm desperate for a date. I am not desperate for a date. Like, I've learned that it's like super easy for me to get dates. Like, if I just wanted a body, I could have just already been dating somebody weeks ago. But I just decided to say yes to this because this person seems really sweet and we do have a lot of stuff in common. So I thought, you know what? Why not? Why not? I'm just going to give it a try. We'll see what happens. But I am not interested in having anything. Like, I feel right now, I feel very closed off in my heart. I feel that I really have walls up right now because I don't know if I'm 100% over the past, and I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to give to any new relationship, to be honest with you. But I'm just going to go out there and try it and see how it goes, and I will learn whatever I can from this experience. Whether I'm ready to date or not, I don't know yet. We'll find out. Part of me feels like I'm not, but also I don't want to pass up an opportunity for somebody, you know, that I might be compatible with. I don't know. I'm in a place in my life where I feel like being very bold. I feel like going on adventures. I feel like trying new things. And so that's what I'm going to do for myself. So a couple more questions that I know you might have. Am I going to disclose that I have BPD? Yes, absolutely. I always disclose that I have BPD on the first date with someone. First meeting, because that could be a deal breaker for people, and I don't want to like get involved with somebody and then find out 5-6 weeks down the line that, oh, by the way, I have BPD, and they're like, well, fuck that. I don't want to be with some crazy BPD bitch. So yes, I always tell on the first date in case that's a deal breaker. Secondly, yes, I'm going to disclose my YouTube channel, everything, right off the bat. So when Lims and I started dating, I did not show him my YouTube channel for like 2 or 3 months when we first started dating. And the reason was I was just like so desperate for him to like me that I was afraid if he saw what a fucking mess I was at that time when we got together, that he would run away and never come back. And that was a terrible mind frame and like mindset to be in going into a relationship, which, you know, obviously my mindset and my perception of that relationship basically destroyed it, because I was coming from that place of lack and desperation. And even though I really loved him, it was me. I was so insecure, and I was coming from such a place of insecurity that no relationship could be sustained in that energy. You know what I mean? But I am in such a different place now where I'm like, anybody that I date in the future, I will let them know everything right off the fucking bat. Here is my YouTube channel. If you cannot like accept me for all that I am in the past and right now, then let's just go ahead and weed you out right now. Because like I said, I'm not coming from a place of desperation anymore. I'm coming from, you know, in the future, if I do get serious with somebody, I want them to accept everything that I am, and I just want to come out and be honest right from the start. And that is not the mindset that I had when I started dating Lims, unfortunately. It is what it is at this point. But I have changed and grown a lot since then, and I'm just seeing this very differently now. Also, I am in a place where I am very secure with myself now, and I know what I want. I know who I am. I know that I am okay on my own, and I don't need anybody else in my life. And I feel like that's a much healthier way to go out into the world and to approach any new relationship, be it casual, serious, whatever. So anyway, that's just kind of what I have to say on the topic. We are going to be going out tomorrow, and I will let you guys know how it goes and all that. Of course, I will keep you updated on all the details of my personal life, alright? Because that's what I do here. You know, I feel good about it. I feel a little nervous about it. I feel a little unsure about it. But I know that I'm going into this with a really healthy mindset and the ability to walk away if it doesn't work. And I think that's really the place that I needed to get to before I started seeing anyone. I think putting some arbitrary amount of time on it was a mistake. And I tend to do that because I am getting much better with my black and white thinking, but I do still have areas where I do that. And that was one of those things where I was like, I will never date anyone for 1 year. Like, Cindy, you can't say things like that because you don't know how your life is going to go within the next year. But you know, this is all a learning process for me. And I'm just sharing everything that I learn along the way with you guys. So this is what I've learned. I feel like I'm in a really healthy, secure place within myself. I'm able to fulfill and validate myself, and I don't need anyone externally to do that for me. And I feel like, you know, why not? Why not give it a try and just see how I'm feeling around this, see how I'm doing around this. I'm not gonna jump directly into the deep end, but I am gonna like stick my little toe in the water. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep you guys updated on how it goes. I'll let you know if I get crazy. I'll let you know if I'm doing okay. I'll let you know whatever, because this is an experiment for me. As somebody with BPD on my own for the first time in my life, trying to navigate the world from a much healthier perspective, from a much healthier mindset. This is an experiment, and I am going to share the results with you, and I will let you know how it goes, and I will let you know anything that I learn from the process. That being said, I have really got to go edit today's vlog, and I will be back in a little bit so we can make a meatza. Really looking forward to that. Look who I've got. Look at these two dapper, well, I was gonna say dapper gentlemen, but I guess Morty's the only dapper gentleman. Look at this beautiful belle. Oh my goodness, they are so ready for their dinner, y'all. The grooming place did not have them ready until 5:30, so it's almost 6 o'clock. I'm gonna have to feed them and take them for their walk, and then I will be back because we are gonna make a meatza, y'all. I finally got the dogs taken care of and settled, and now it's time to make a meatza. I am so excited for this. I am using a recipe. Honestly, I just Googled meatza recipe and picked the first one that popped up. It doesn't matter. Basically, all you're gonna do is season some ground beef to your liking, spread it out in a crust-like shape on a sheet pan, and bake it until it's done. Then we're gonna top it with toppings and bake it till those are done. So it's super easy to do. If you're not doing like incredibly low carb like I am, you can add some like mushrooms, peppers, whatever you want on there if you're just doing regular low carb. I am keeping this the lowest possible carb that I can. And the only thing non-carnivore I'm adding to the meatza is just a thin layer of low carb pizza sauce. So let's get started. So we're gonna start off here with 1 pound of grass-fed ground beef. You can use any kind of ground beef you want to make a meatza, but 1 pound works about perfectly. I'm gonna wash my hands, and then we're gonna season this shit up in a bowl. I think is probably gonna be the easiest way to do it. And we are gonna season our meat crust with salt, pepper, oregano, garlic powder, and crushed red pepper flakes. All right, I do hope y'all can see this. I know it's dark in my kitchen, but I refuse to turn on that fucking fluorescent light, okay? If I have to bring supplemental light in, I will. But anyway, I am just gonna dump this pound of ground beef into this glass bowl, and then we're gonna add the seasonings and we're gonna mix it all up. So I'm gonna start with a ½ teaspoon of salt, and yeah, I just get it right out of my salt shaker. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna add a ½ teaspoon of salt in there, a ½ teaspoon of garlic powder. This is the most like actual cooking I've done in months, y'all, okay? I'm actually getting the spices out and shit. But don't worry, if there's any way to fuck this up, I'm sure I will do it. Then we're gonna do a ½ teaspoon of dried oregano. Gotta get that nice pizza flavor in there. I love oregano. Then we're gonna do a ¼ teaspoon, no! I lost my lid. A ¼ teaspoon of black pepper, and a ¼ teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes. And now this part's gonna be gross. Turn your heads away, vegans. You're not gonna wanna watch me crush up this ground animal flesh with my hands, because that's what I'm about to do. So I'm just gonna mix the spices in here the best I can with my hands. This is what I do when I make meatloaf too. It's just so much easier to just get in there with your hands, in my opinion. It is gross though, I'll give you that. But honestly, you really need to season your meat for the meatza, or it's not gonna be as good. You know, you don't just want like a sheet of just plain meat with no seasoning. Like, that ain't gonna be good. At least put some salt and garlic powder, if nothing else. But I think the oregano and the red pepper adds a really nice flavor to it. Oh, you could also add some minced garlic in here. Sometimes I'll do that. And even some minced onion. When I used to just do low carb, I would add minced onion into the meat, and that made it really tasty. Okay, I think that's just about mixed up enough. I'm gonna wash my hands and then we'll move on to the next step. So I had to wash my hands just to get a pan out of the cabinet, but I didn't want to touch everything, my cabinets and stuff, with my meatza hands. So anyway, I'm just going to use a baking sheet. This is the only baking sheet I have, and it's one that my sister left here. So it's way too big for this. So I'm just going to do it like halfway, because your meat's going to shrink, okay? And also, if you have parchment paper, you could put parchment paper down. But I don't have anything like that. So I am just going to smash this meat into some sort of rectangular crust-like shape, okay? And then we are going to bake this. Oh yeah, and also I preheated the oven to 400 degrees. I got this song stuck in my head and I just want to sing it so bad. It's a ghost song. I cannot stop talking about them. I'm so sorry. Everybody's like, shut up about ghosts, Cindy. It's called Call Me Little Sunshine, and I've been listening to this song all day. I can't get it out of my head. I'm still going through the Ghost discography. Alright, so yeah, I'm just going to do this, and I'm not putting anything down on the pan, and I've never had a problem with it sticking. I use 80-20 ground beef, so it usually has enough fat in it that it doesn't stick. I say that, and now this is probably going to stick like hell. We'll see. But yeah, I'm just going to try to make this as thin as I can so I can get more toppings. I need more surface area for toppings. But just like when I make a meatloaf, like I don't ever grease the pan or anything, and I never have any problems. So I figure this should be similar. We shall see, y'all. It's been many years since I've made a meatza. You will never walk alone. You can always reach me. I can't help myself, y'all. I'm sorry. It's been a long time since I sang y'all a song in a vlog, too, isn't it? We gotta bring back Cindy Sings in her vlogs, man. Okay, y'all. I think this is about as thin as I'm gonna get it before it starts to get like holes in it. It's already starting to get some holes in it up here. So this is what we have. It went about I don't know, I was gonna say 3/4, but I think it's more than that, down the pan. And it will shrink up probably to about like right there, but that's all right. It'll be enough meatza for me. Now I'm just waiting for my oven to preheat, and then we are gonna put the meat sheet in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, the oven's preheated. So I'm just gonna stick this sheet of meat right in there, and I'm gonna set the timer for 10 minutes, and we're gonna check it after 10 minutes. Now, just a note, I am not following the process from the recipe at all, because I know how to do this. I've done it before. She's doing all this fancy, like, transferring to different pans and shit. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna bake the meat sheet, and then we are gonna top it with toppings and bake it some more, and that works fine. You don't have to do all the fancy shit if you don't want to. But I am using her list of ingredients because I think that those seasonings were really good. Now, she also says you can use a rolling pin to roll out the meat. I think that's a really good idea, but I don't own a rolling pin, so I just had to use my clumsy ass fingers. It's been 10 minutes, so we're gonna open it up and check on our meat. Oh my God, it really shrank a lot. Here's how it looks. We got a nice square of meat. Hopefully you can see that. I think I'm gonna cook it for a little bit longer. I think I'm gonna give it another 3 or 4 minutes. It does smell really good though, but it definitely shrank. That's all right. Okay, it's been in there for another like 4 minutes, and I think it is done, y'all. If I can get it out of here. All right, we got one meat sheet complete. Wow, I was a poet and didn't know it. So here's what we're working with. All right, it doesn't look very pretty, okay, but it's gonna be good. It smells delicious. Now we are gonna top it with our mozzarella cheese first, or actually I'm gonna put a layer of mozzarella, then we're gonna do a layer of pepperoni and diced ham. That's not focusing, it's not focusing. Diced ham and pepperoni, okay? So I'm gonna start with the mozzarella, and I am not gonna be stingy with this either. Lots of cheese on this. Now, if I had a rolling pin and I could have rolled this out thinner, like obviously it would be bigger. But since I am just doing this for myself, I don't really mind. This will probably make like 2 meals for me. If you're like gonna feed a lot of people a meatza, then you might want to use 2 pounds of meat. I don't know. It's really hard to mess this up. Just season some meat and roll it out and put some cheese. Okay, that's way too much cheese for the first layer. Oops, I was just talking and cheesing. And then I am going to put on a layer of Hormel pepperoni right on the top here. Can't go wrong with pepperoni. And I try to get the cheese all the way to the edge. You don't need like a crust hanging off, you know? It's all meat. Y'all, I'm doing battle with the ham packaging, okay? I cannot get this shit open. I'm trying to cut it open, it just won't go. Let's see if the Cooking Network will give me a show. Cindy battles food in her incredibly dark kitchen that she refuses to light properly. Damn it, ham! Open! What is wrong with you? Give me the ham! Alright, I just cut off the whole damn resealable part and it's still not open. What in the literal fuck? The ham, okay, I got into the ham, but I had to cut like the package all the way off. All right, I'll repackage it, whatever. Give me my ham. So now I'm gonna sprinkle some diced ham on the top. Let me know in the comments, do you like pineapple on your pizza? Because I freaking do. Maybe I'll make a ham and pineapple meatza. I don't know, pineapple's probably got a lot of carbs in it. All right, then we're gonna do another small layer of cheese. Small, I don't know. Light. Now we're gonna do another light layer of cheese on our meatza here. Okay, and then this is mostly toppings. There's so many toppings. And then I'm gonna put another layer of pepperoni. This is the triple meat meatza. Now I did think about cooking up some bacon. Another thing that would be really good to put on here would be Italian sausage. And maybe I'll do that another time. We'll do like a bacon Italian sausage one. But right now, it's late, I'm tired, so I'm just doing pepperoni and ham from a package. It works, okay? I'll sprinkle some more ham on there. And I wonder, do I even own a pizza cutter? I do not think I even own a pizza cutter, y'all. So this is going to be tough to cut. A pizza cutter would be great. And then I'm going to put the rest of the cheese on top. It's just a mound of toppings on top of ground beef, but it's going to be good. All right, now I'm gonna put this mess back into the oven for probably another, I don't know, I'll start with 5 minutes. The end result of the toppings, it's just a bunch of diced ham, pepperoni, and cheese. And now, I'm gonna put this in the oven until the cheese is melted and the toppings are heated. So I'm gonna start with 5 minutes, and then we'll check it and see. And as the chef, if you're the one cooking the meatza, you get to steal a few pepperonis. It's been 5 minutes, so let's check on the meatza. Oh boy, some smoke came out of the oven. I've lost my pot holders. Where are the pot holders? I've lost the pot. Oh, here they are. All right, I found the pot holders. Here we go. Oh my God, look at that. You know what? I think, can you see it? Can you see it? Ow, that's hot. I think I'm gonna broil it for like 1 minute. All right, I'm gonna turn this to broil just for a minute or two to really like melt that cheese on top. And I'm gonna like, let's just scoop this. Let's just make this sure this is right under that broiler there. Just broil that shit. I am going to leave the door open so I can monitor this situation because I don't want to burn my cheese. Burnt cheese is gross. Unless it's burnt cream cheese that you scrape off the pan after you cook jalapeno poppers. Now that shit I can get behind. Oh my God, yeah, now it's all bubbly and like brown. Okay, that's just how I like it. All right, here is the final product. Now don't pay attention to all the burnt shit all around it. Just look at the meatza itself. Look at its beauty. All right, I'm gonna let it cool for a few minutes. Then I'm gonna cut it and put it on a plate and it'll look much prettier, I swear. I just realized I forgot to put the sauce on it. I was just sitting there thinking about all the ingredients and like how I would write that out, and I was like, oh shit, I completely forgot the sauce. So you know what? This is a completely carnivore meatza. We did not put any plant matter on this meatza, okay? I hope it's still gonna be good. So ideally, you should put a thin layer of low-carb pizza sauce on before you put the cheese and toppings. But silly me, I just completely forgot. And I bought that pizza sauce, so I guess that means I'm gonna have to make another meatza another day. And I think when I do that, I'm gonna do Italian sausage and bacon, just to mix it up. All right, y'all, since I don't have a pizza cutter, I'm just gonna use a regular old knife. And I am going to hold this pan here and I'm gonna try to cut this into 4 slices. I still cannot believe I forgot the sauce. I made the whole big deal of buying the special sauce and then I didn't even use it. That's okay, I still think this is gonna be fucking delicious. Look at this. Okay, well, I'm fucking it up, but you know, you get the idea. Look at that. Look at that. That is beautiful. Oh my God. Do you see that? Hopefully that's focusing. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna put this on my plate, y'all, and we're gonna go try it. Oh my God, y'all, I am literally starving and this smells and looks so good. So I'm gonna get a big ass bite here and try it. Oh my God, y'all, that is so freaking delicious. So even if you are carnivore, I would recommend doing this without the sauce. Like, this is completely carnivore meatza. If you are craving pizza and you're on the carnivore diet, man, make some of this. It is delicious without the sauce. If you're on low carb, add the sauce. All right, y'all, so I'm about to chow down on this and I'm gonna wrap up the vlog here. Oh no, I gotta do questions and answers. Okay. Hello, Cindy from the future back again. So as I got to the end of editing this vlog, I realized that it was already super long, like 30 minutes long, and I was probably gonna add another 30 minutes on answering all the questions that you guys left me. So what I'm gonna do instead is take all of the unanswered questions and answer them all in one video for you that I'm gonna record sometime this weekend. So if you have any questions that you've posted on the last couple vlogs and I haven't answered, I'm going to get to those in a special Q&A video, and please continue to leave your questions down below on this vlog and I will get to all of them in just one special video for that, because yeah, I have a bunch of questions. It's going to take me a while to answer them. So I'm going to wrap up this vlog right here. I hope you enjoyed watching me make the meatza. It was super fun, and wish me luck on my date, which I'm about to go get ready for right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you with a new video very soon. Bye!